The window is held open by chain AB. Determine the length of the chain and express the 50-pound force acting at A along the chain as a Cartesian vector and determine its coordinate direction angles. All right, so let's determine the length of the chain. We do that with a position vector from A to B, and then find the magnitude of that position vector. So to find the position vector from A to B, we need the coordinates of A and the coordinates of B. We've got the coordinates of B. Coordinates of A, we only have the y coordinate. We need to use the Pythagorean theorem to get the x and the z coordinate. So the x coordinate is 40 cosine of 5. .83. Okay, and then 40 sine of 5 or 5 sine of 40, 3.21. Okay, so xb minus xa. What is xb? Xb is 0, and then xa is 3.83. I hat plus yb minus ya. So 5 minus 8. Okay, and then zb is 12 and then minus 3.21 k hat. So we've got minus 3.83 I hat minus 3j hat plus 8.79 k hat. Okay, so the length of the chain is equal to the magnitude of RAB. Okay, so ten feet. Okay. So now we need to express this force as a vector. So we need a unit vector in the direction of the chain. We've got this position vector in the direction of the chain and of the force. So what is the unit vector in that direction? So U hat AB is equal to the vector, the position vector in that direction divided by the magnitude of the vector. Okay, so minus 3.83 divided by 10 is minus 0.383. I hat minus 0.3 j hat plus 0.879 k hat. Okay, so now that force, the force vector, is just 50 pounds times this unit vector, right? So 50 times minus 19.2 . Okay, 50 times minus 15j hat plus 44.0. Okay, so that's the force vector. Now we just need to determine the coordinate direction angles of this, and we do that because with this we know that 50 cosine of alpha is equal to minus 19.2, right? So alpha is 112.6. Okay, we know that 50 cosine of beta is equal to minus 15. So beta is 107.5 degrees. All right, and then 50 cosine of gamma is equal to 44. So gamma is equal to 28.4. Okay, now you see what this is saying? It's like if you put a coordinate axis here, at the tail of that vector, that force vector, the angle between the vector and the x-axis, the positive x-axis, this is alpha. This is beta. And this is gamma. Right? So it looks like this is less, like this alpha is less than 90 degrees, right? So, but it's not. Because why? Because this, if this is the origin, right? The chain is going into the page in that sense. If we're talking about from this origin, the ZY plane, the chain is going into the page. So alpha is going to be greater than 90. Beta is going to be greater than 90 as well, because it's going like relative to this plane here, like I guess that plane, it's crossing over to the left of it, right? And you can see how it's right up against the z-axis. That's why the gamma is so small.